Oh yeah, that's looking good. Okay, so that's all we need. What's going on, everybody? So, yes, another Phasmophobia gameplay, because I want this channel to not only be modded Minecraft, but also Phasmophobia. I wanted to just go ahead and upload a Phasmophobia gameplay because there's a situation with my Microsoft account which was hacked and stolen. So, with that said, I did contact the Microsoft support, the agents and whatnot. They did escalate it to the higher ups, and they're looking into that. I'm waiting to hear back from them, and soon enough I'll get back to uploading modded Minecraft. That one video, Superb Warfare, that one blew up for my little 15 subscriber channel. I'm actually excited for that. It kind of blew my mind because I did not expect it. I was just checking YouTube Studio. I'm like, holy moly, look at what we got here. 330 views. This is a small channel. So if you guys enjoyed that, like I'd like to say is subscribe, follow, hit that bell notification icon because I will be uploading more of that in the future. But for now, I got some issues with my Microsoft account, and I got to get that situated. And now I'll get back to uploading regularly, So, with that said, guys, we're going to get into Phasmophobia, Sunny Meadows, Insanity. Because, why not? Load in. Okay, so I have learned of a few tricks because I've watched a few Phasmophobia videos, and I've just learned that don't come in noob because kind of not a noob, but let's just say I was not really aware of this trick. So if you take a firelight, aka a lantern, or a candle or something, I don't know why they call it firelight, you cannot lose sanity when it's lit. Excuse the lag, everything will load up. Let me just go ahead and put that down a little bit so we can play this without issues. Video, this quality, see it's on full texture, let's put it on half. And give it a minute. Maybe that'll be less harmful on my stuff, because I was playing full on like the smaller maps, playing half on the other one. That's why this one wasn't lagging as much. But anyway, so if you take a firelight, torch of any kind, well, you can just keep your sanity even. And apparently your sanity is probably like 50 whenever you join Insanity. So let's see what we gotta do. Repel the ghost while it's chasing. No, we don't have another player. I don't know if it'll count for yourself. So that's possibly not going to happen. You got one evidence to cover on Insanity. We got to figure out what ghost that is. So capture a video of a ghost. That we might be able to do that. Have a member of your team escape the ghost during a hunt. I'm not ready for that because if it's a Deogen, you cannot really escape those days, especially if it's a Thay. Those things are fast. But we're gonna go ahead and see what we got. Let's grab this picture just in case we come across one. Grab this, and we're gonna learn how this works out. We got ourselves a lantern, and we got a lighter. So let's go ahead and light that. If I stop lagging for a second. Gosh. Oh, I didn't mean to turn it. I'm trying to turn on the I'm trying to turn on the torch. I don't even have a torch. So we can just try a method that he tried. What he done, he shut all the doors, made sure all the doors were shut. By doing this, you can easily find where that ghost is. If we get attacked, we know if it's a demon or if we have a torch. But if we get attacked, it's possibly a demon. Or what, a mare, was it? Can't remember. So we're going to go around shutting doors, make a few laps, and hopefully we find this ghost. It'll also blow out the firelight, should I say. Okay, so this door's shut, that door's shut, that door's shut, that one's shut. Don't worry, I have push to talk, so the ghost cannot hear me talking, so we good. We're going to make a few rounds, not just here, but also in other parts of this asylum. So yeah. The only thing I cannot stand on Phasmophobia is the energy, the stamina. My guy has to start doing cardio. Also, since the update, you're always going to find a remain right here. I guess because people got tired of trying to look for a remain and can never find it, so they just put it in one spot now. I guess it makes sense. Wouldn't that be great if it was in this church? So I don't have to travel far. There's also no cursed objects, so since we're in Insanity, we're only going to do like one evidence. But if we have, say, 2 evidence, that will be a mimic for sure, because mimics are often found with like orbs. So say you got ghost riding, and next thing you know, I don't think ghost riding is a part of it and everything, but for example, ghost riding and ghost orb, that's going to be a mimic. Yeah, let's see, mimic, ghost riding. So no, let's see, freezing temp. We'll just say freezing temp, so we don't confuse you guys. So if we get freezing temps and ghost orbs, that's a mimic, 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But that's a problem with a mimic. It's a mimic. And if those that don't really know what that means, it's often referred to as a spirit that mimics all other things, like your voice, or your friend's voice, or even skinwalkers are a good example for mimics. So yeah, they can mimic demons, they can mimic spirits, shade, it doesn't really matter. So let's go down and see if our lights are still or that. Go down. Hey, maybe we'll find the breaker. If we get EMF 5 there by a breaker, and that's promising a gen. Make sure all these doors are shut, except for these I go through. Still lit. So our sanity should still be 50. Because I think that's what you start on, and insanity is 50. Heck, it might be 30. See, this door's open. Is there any doors in here? No. That's the creepiest part of this place, is the cremation station. It goes this way. That's the creepiest part, because if you know, you know. That's already been there. My guy's got to start doing cardio. After we clear this bottom, we're going to travel upwards and see if there's any doors that has opened. Because no matter what ghost it is, they open doors anyway. Unless it's a wraith. I'm not sure if wraiths do that. Just go right through it. Ugh, that's nasty. The door's shut. The door's open. Ooh, this one's wide open. This is probably this room. Yep. Yep. Freezing temp. Oh, not freezing temp, but I see my breath. Ooh. So we already found the ghost room. I found you, ghosty ghost. But we can't hold our breath. Oh! Why? Why was I so hectic? Oh, I could have gotten a good picture of that. That's probably an Oni. Let's get out of here while I still have sanity. So if it's a Oni, which it probably is, man, I wish I would have taken a picture. It might have read as a ghost picture. I'm about to check it. I hope it is. I hope it did, because we gotta have that as well. Give me just a moment, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, so guys, I already used stamina or sanity shot. I forget what it's called. Stim back, I don't know. So, I'm charged on sanity. Hang on. So let's mess with 2 rooms. Alright, understandable. So yeah. We're going to see it's 7 degrees right here. Cooler out here. Okay, maybe it's in this room. Yep, it's in this room. That's what it is. Could be twins. We could add another camera, not just in this room, but also in the other one. Let's go ahead and shouldn't we wait to actually like that? Yeah. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's grab another camera and dots. You can almost get through that. I think the devs of this game should really move this over a little bit. So if possible, freezing temps. We can't rule it out. We can't even rule anything out, really, because we only get one evidence. I mean, that's the only thing we got. I'll keep my camera on me because I need to make sure I get a good picture of that ghost when it pops up again. It might be a Oni, the way it just appeared and disappeared like that. Almost like it's trying to drain, because that's what Onis do. They'll drain their victims. Scare them a few times before they initiate a hunt. Before we even grab dots, we're going to grab this and go down there. Okay, so before we even say it might be an Oni, we got to make sure it's not a wraith, because it's messing with 3 rooms. It could be twins. That's what they do. So we got these set up. Not a single ghost orb yet. We're gonna go and grab dots. What else can we grab? Do we even need this? I don't think we do. I mean, if we want extras, I guess. Let's see. We could just boost up again and make sure we're good. So we're going to test to make sure it's not a wraith. If it's a wraith, it won't. It shouldn't walk through salt. Okay. So we got our dots. We got our salt. We have to come back in here and grab another one. All right. So definitely not a wraith, likely. It went through salt. So. And this is the room I was talking about. It was moving this door right here. It's touching stuff, so likely fingerprint. So we gotta check for that and see if we get any fingerprints or anything. Actually, oh no, I put that away instantly. Let's see. I'll put another dots right here. Let's go ahead and do that. Actually, let's check for freezing temps first. See, it's touching stuff. Where is it at? Alright, it's going back and forth. Got it. Over here. Let's check this one. It's definitely not here ever. Between these two rooms, this is one we're gonna have to work with, but they do often change rooms, so now temperature is definitely dropping right here. If it keeps going back up, there's likely not even a freezing temp because it would already just kept going down. So with that said, we can rule out freezing temp. Let's go get another dots. Okay, some of you are probably wondering, Redjack, so how can you say that the freezing temp, you can't tell if it's freezing temp or not, you can't really rule it out or rule it out whatever if it goes up? Well, that's because it would have stayed at 1.0, hinting that it's breaking past the 0 Celsius, so it's cold. And it just keeps going back up. Therefore, there's likely no freezing temp at all. So we're gonna rule that out. So could be a banshee, could be mare. Because banshees, they pop up and do the same thing, kind of like Oni. It's not a wraith. Let's see if we get any dots on that one room first. Let's go ahead and record. Just watch this for a minute. I don't know what it just recorded, but we recorded something. Probably movement. No, throwing objects probably. Not seeing dots just yet, but then we can't rule out dots though, unless we have unless our book says like if we do dots and it shows everything's blank, then we can rule out dots. So no dots, meaning there's only 5 options. So there's likely going to be dots because it's acting like a banshee. Because they appear in physical world and whatnot. And I think they leave ultraviolet. Yeah, they leave ultraviolet. So we need to get something. Do they do ghost riding? Could be poltergeist. They throw stuff around. EMF 5. The best way to tell if there's EMF 5 is if it keeps going to EMF 4 constantly. Because you only get one evidence, and if you already have one evidence, it's kind of hard to get the other. So let's not worry about dots right now. Let's actually, what can we bring in there? Could bring that in there and see if we get a screech. Let's check this. See if we get any UVs. Got 1, 2, 3. I can only 3 items plus the plus the headpiece. So yeah, we're gonna test for UV. If we get some UV, then we can. Because it's definitely touching stuff. It's touching doors. Like, definitely just touching doors. So we got to see if it's leaving fingerprints. Because if so, then we'll be a step closer to ruling it might be a banshee. It's not really active since I put that cross down. The banshees don't really do anything unless that cross is put up. So it could be a poltergeist because it's definitely throwing stuff around. Let's see. Can you touch something? Let's see. Yep, we got fingerprints. So UV. So let's move to this room then. Okay, let's just double check. If it stays at 1.0, then it sure is it's a surefire way to know that it's actually freezing temps. See, it's 1.3. It's not even touching 1.0. 1.8. Yeah, it's not. There's no freezing temps. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to safety and look at our book and see what we can determine. And since this is just popping up, there's a good chance I can get a picture of the ghost without it hunting, as long as I have my camera ready. Okay, so we do have ultraviolet, so likely probably a banshee, probably a poltergeist. Or a phantom. It could be one of those 3. I don't know if it's going to be any of these because it's making too many noise. My legs are quiet. So if we get ghostwriting, it could be poltergeist or myling. Spirit box. I think if it's like, because if it shows the red dots, you're not going to get a response. But if you talk through it and it's not showing red dots, then it's trying to give you a response, but you only have one evidence. So we can try the spirit box. Boxed. Let's see. There's a possible ghost orb. Bake, Banshee. Dots projector. We only get one evidence, so we can't rule out dots. But if it is dots and spirit box, phantom, ghost orb, Banshee, definitely it could be a poltergeist, to be honest, because it is throwing stuff around, but I'm not sure. So we're definitely not going to get EMF 5 because it's not acting like neither of these. So it's between these three: poltergeist, Banshee, or phantom. One of those. Let's see. 2, 3. All right. So let's go ahead and grab this one. Hang on. We don't need this anymore. Alright. Light switching on is on. Oh, it's a light switch that was catching. So it's touching the light switch. That's a good sign of a poltergeist, because they do that. They turn out lights and stuff. So I'm now leaning more on poltergeist. What do we need for poltergeist? Like, say if we get a spirit box, it's the poltergeist. Okay, well, we got 2 reasons to try. Okay, let's keep this on us. Oops, let's go ahead and make sure we're good on sanity. So this is likely a poltergeist, because banshees, I don't think they mess with lights like that. I don't even think phantoms do that either. I think poltergeists do that. That and gins, they do that. Or mares, because they turn out lights. I mean, it could be mare. Actually, no. Then it would be more aggressive. It's not acting too aggressive with lights off, so. Alright. I don't even know why I didn't like that. Let's see. Are you near or are you far? Are you young or are you old? So we're likely not going to get spirit box, which is not that good. Which is not good at all, because if we don't get spirit box, it's not a poltergeist. This is getting really difficult. There's one other way we can check, and that is by putting a book down. Not that it will throw it, but if it takes too long to throw it, then it's likely poltergeist. Because I don't think can banshees write in books. I have to check. But if it takes too long to throw the book, because or if it doesn't throw it at all and no ghost writing, then yeah, we're dealing with a poltergeist. So what I want to do is I want to go and get that book, put it back down in there, or back. I'll put it down in there, and then come back out here, and then just watch and see if it'll throw the book. See if it'll throw it. Alright, let's see. We can put the book right there on that. That'd be a good spot, right? Just grab this. Just go back in there. think the Obaka is the one that gets angry without the fire, or if the fire is lit, it gets angry. If it's out, it starts hunts or something like that. And it's not done that, so it's not an Obake. I think if Obaka does that, I can't remember. I have to read. Because I'll blow out the fire, and then get angry. I mean, it did kind of do that earlier. We're still lit. Crucifix right there in both rooms. Set that right here. It's flicking that light. It's got to be a poltergeist. Definitely not a mare. I know this is not going to be able to write in this book because we already got one evidence, but let's test it. Can you write in this book? Now let's go back to the truck and then watch it. If it instantly throws the book, it's not going to, there's no ghost writing. We got to remember to grab that bone fragment. Let's hope it's still in that room, because on Insanity they often change rooms. And that's a no-go, but it's still in there because I just heard that light switch, and that's looking more like a poltergeist. Right. There's a book right there. Let's turn a little bit. So like I said, if it takes too long to throw the book, because it's certain to throw it, you can't really, rule it out. Like if it throws it soon. But it's hard to explain it. If it throws it sooner, like as soon as I put it down, then it's no to ghostwriting. But if it's just there for a while, then it's trying to write in the book, but it can't because it's only giving one evidence. So we already got that one evidence. Alright. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it's safe to say that there's likely supposed to be a ghost writing in that book. It was throwing stuff around, so it's still in there. And has not yet thrown that book. It's been a couple of minutes already. So we can say there's ghostwriting. That is for sure. The only problem is we need to get a picture of that ghost. And hope that it is what it is. So if we say ghostwriting, it is a poltergeist. Because it's acting like a poltergeist. It's throwing a lot of stuff around. It's touching stuff. It's flicking lights on and off. That is poltergeist. Now, we can't really get a spirit box because hard to determine if it's actually legit or not when it says a red dot's not. But whenever I click the B for talking, it kind of flashed red, the mic. So assuming that could be, it's supposed to respond, but couldn't because it's only we already got one evidence. So let's go back in here. Hope that we get a picture of this ghost and it's not raged out. We just need a picture of it. And yeah, that should be it. Grab that bone and be on our way. It's gonna be in this room. It's been sticking to this room for a while. I'm actually surprised. Definitely touching stuff, moving stuff around, throwing stuff around. Yeah, it's not even throwing that book. Alright, so let's stand right here and hope it pops up. Gives us something. Make yourself known. Cannot see you. I'm not going to try to recite its name because this is insanity and they get mad when you recite their name, but oh yeah, that's looking good. Okay, so that's all we need. You got 2 good pictures. Let's get out of here. Okay, so guys, that was a little exciting. I forgot to take a picture of the bone before picking it up, so boo. Anyway, we got Poltergeist because it's acting like it, and I hope it is Poltergeist. Yes. Oh my gosh, guys. You don't know how hard this is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I gotta check that. Hang on. Oh no! Wait, is it gonna read? Hang on. 6 or higher. 6 if you identify a ghost. Complete all. Oh yeah, forgot all objectives. I couldn't do those objectives because you had to have like multiplayer and whatnot. But it's our first time actually, completing Insanity on Sunny Meadows. That is nuts. Oh man. Okay, so we gotta try that again soon. If you want to see more of this Phasmophobia gameplay, smash the like button and subscribe, guys. Oh man. I had a feeling it was a Poltergeist. It was acting like, flicking switches and whatnot. It did act kind of like a Banshee at first, but this is amazing. I completed one of the hardest maps on the hardest difficulty. Oh, that's amazing. Anyway, yeah, guys, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, guys. And if you want to see more of this, hit that bell notification icon to be up to date. And soon I'll be back up to running, posting modded Minecraft gameplays because, Microsoft issues. So yeah, again, thank you guys for watching.